Woke up. Wake you up. Wake that ass up.
Program your alarm to Power 105.1 on iHeartRadio.
Wake up. Wake your ass.
This is your time to get it off your chest. Whether you're mad or blessed, we want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
This is Tomorrow. I'm calling from Hamden, Connecticut.
Hey, Tomorrow.
Your name is really Tomorrow?
Yes, Tomorrow.
That's what your parents named you?
Yes, sir. That's what they named me.
I need to hear the full name.
Yeah, I was going to say that. What's your middle name and your last name?
Oh, my God. Okay. So my whole name is Tomorrow Ciofalo Burke.
Tomorrow, you stupid what?
Charlamagne, don't start with me.
No, I didn't hear what you said. I thought you said you stupid. What did you say?
I said Ciofalo Burke.
What's Yusufu mean?
It's Swahili. My name is Swahili in Chinese. Latif was a famous Chinese philosopher. He was banned from China because he was against communism. I was born in 1975. My mom was a Black Panther.
Okay, Tomorrow. I like that. Your name has a lot of intention and meaning. I like that. How can we help you this morning?
Tomorrow?
Well, I'm really happy to be on the phone with you guys. And I lost my mom 6 months ago, 2 days now. And it's just really been a long struggle. I'm a grandma. I got 2 kids. My youngest is graduating today.
Congrats.
She's going to the high school, Leah Williams. And my other daughter, Damani Brown, she has 2 kids. My wonderful grandkids, I love them. But I'm just scared, like everything that's going on. And I want to be able to enjoy the day. Mm-hmm. But I just feel like everything is closing in.
Well, I just want to tell you that, we all know every day the sun don't shine. But that's just why we love tomorrow.
Period.
You already know it.
That's right.
All right.
Thank you. I love you guys.
But seriously, don't let Tyler Perry said something last night at the BET Awards that was true. Don't let your worry outweigh your faith.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
All right, Tomorrow.
Yes. And faith is the one thing I need to work on.
That's right.
You have a blessed morning, all right?
The sun will come out tomorrow.
Any more?
Right, Charlamagne, all the time.
That's right.
You do not know that.
Have a good one.
Gloomy week tomorrow, so just
the sun's shining somewhere.
Grab your blanket, babe.
Oh my goodness. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
I'm dialing. Hey, what you doing, man? I'm dialing. I'm calling you.
This is your time to get it off your chest, whether you're mad or blessed. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
This is Calvina.
Hey,
Who's Calvina?
Get it off your chest.
Hi, I'm Calvina. I'm living in Georgia, but I'm from New York. Shout out to Rosedale, Queens.
Hey.
And I'm a CNA working to get my nurse's license. But I just want to say that if you ain't in the loving field, like if you don't want to really take care of people, don't go into the nursing field. These nurses be so brutal. They don't really like to help the CNAs. It's just like, I just be feeling so bad for these residents because it's just like, people don't care no more.
I agree with that with any public service. If you don't care, don't be a nurse, don't be a teacher, don't be a doctor, don't be a police officer. If you don't truly care about people and have no empathy, don't go in those fields. I agree with you.
That's it. That's what I wanted to get off my chest. Shout out to New York. Shout out to Valdosta, Georgia. Shout out to all the nurses and CNAs for the nurses that actually care. And hey, Charlamagne, I didn't even say hey to y'all. Hey, Charlamagne, hey, Envy, hey, Jess, Morgan there, hey, Morgan, hey, everybody, good morning.
Well, you have a good day. You live by what, Snake Road on 232nd around there, by the park?
No, I'm talking about Valdosta, Georgia.
Okay.
Where that's at?
No, I thought you said Rosedale, but Rosedale's in Queens.
Oh, Rosedale, Queens.
Yes.
I live up at 226.
Oh, 226. Okay, all right. So you all from Queens?
Yeah.
Too?
Yeah, I'm from Queens for real. I've been down here in Georgia, 20 years.
So you forget about your home. I say Snake Road and 232nd in the park. You don't know none of that no more, huh?
Oh, Snake Road over there by the airport, not too far from the airport.
Now you know. Well, you have a good day.
Yeah, you had to give me a reminder.
All right. Have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye.
Hello, who's this?
Hi, I just wanted to say happy birthday to my fellow Caribbean queen, Riri, and also happy birthday to my daughter, Jamie. It's her birthday also today, and I would also like to say happy birthday to my niece who made me an aunt, Jessie. Happy birthday to all three queens. I love you guys and have a great day. And to the Breakfast Club, you guys make my drive to work amazing and entertaining. Jess, you're doing amazing, girl.
Thank you, babe. I appreciate that.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. This is the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, if you're just joining us, we're talking about a story that Mimi did during Front Page News about
Mimi Brown
about pretty much shacking up.
This ain't shacking up. These are just people who are roommates.
Yeah, we're just roommates. They're just trying to get it done. Because you look at rent, and rent can go anywhere from probably about $2,500 to $4,000, and people can't afford it. So what they're doing is they're renting out rooms where it's like you have your own room, but you're sharing a common space, which is usually the kitchen or the living room and areas like that. But people can't afford it, so you're seeing more and more and more of that. And like you said, also, people are like, look, if the man can afford it, he might be able to have a couple of different girls. Or if a woman can afford it, have a couple of different dudes.
I think that the economy is going to really make people get into more polygamous relationships. I really do. And it might be vice versa. You might have some women that's out here making enough money and, might have to have these two dudes like, yo, we going to all be one big happy family.
Yeah, and they're going to have to be all right with it.
You just never know. I never had a roommate, you know what I'm saying? I mean, me and my wife have lived together, even back in the day, but I've never had a roommate.
I never had a roommate either.
Well, y'all didn't go to college, but only in college I had a roommate, but outside of college, no, me neither.
So what? It don't matter when you never go to college.
How was that two men sharing the same toilet?
It was three of them in there.
Two cheeks on.
Yeah, it wasn't even just two. I'm so hyped talking about you went to college. You sharing a dorm with all them. Talking about it would let me spin. Yeah, all right.
I don't know what college you went to, but Hampton University was a 2-bedroom, 2 toilets. So we had our own.
Oh, you had your own toilet.
We didn't have to
okay.
share. There wasn't cheeks on the same toilet.
Remember when we had? Remember Dramos, our old board up. Dramos had a roommate. And him and the dude was sharing the same toilet.
No.
Just say what?
He was grown or he was young?
He was older. He got so mad when I was like, yo, y'all sharing the same toilet. Y'all putting the same cheeks on.
It's the truth, because if you think about it, if he got crabs and then you use the toilet after him, that crab is hanging on to that toilet. Jump on you.
Man, forget the crabs, the ass warmth. Like when you sit on when you sit on the toilet after another man and you feel that warmth, and then what if you get bricked up a little bit while you sit there?
But y'all do that every day at work.
Never. No.
Y'all don't know who sit on them toilets before y'all.
Nobody sit on my toilet.
That is different though. It's a little bit more intimate when y'all roommates and y'all two men sharing the same toilet, man. What did you say last hour?
Right.
Give it a whirl.
Yeah, but if it's your roommate, you kind of know his ass a little bit better than you would know a stranger's ass. No, for real. Like, if you're living with a person,
that's how
it starts right there. That's why Biggie said, find yourself in serious. Okay? All right?
Let's go to the phone lines. Hello, who's this?
This is Will from the Bronx.
Peace, Will.
Are you against roommates, Will, or shacking up, or having a bunch of men, or even a bunch of women living with you?
All right, now I'm gonna be honest with y'all here, man. If it's like childhood friends, as far as men, and we grew up together, then we could work something out. But
are you a man or woman? Don't take that disrespectfully. I haven't caught.
This is a woman, yo.
Sorry.
You said it, my girl or boy?
Yeah, this a girl.
I'm a dude, man. I'm a dude.
Oh,
You just never know.
Yo,
Damn.
come on.
I knew it was a dude, but I understand what Jess saying. Because, studs be players too.
Yeah.
That's all she said.
You got the voice on. I'm sorry, yo.
Nah, don't do me like that, man. Come on. But, I ain't against it, man. It's just sometimes when it's with friends, it could be a financial issue that could mess up a relationship, a friendship. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Yeah, thank you.
Word. So I appreciate y'all for getting me through. I just want to shout out Soundview, the Bronx, and my Uncle KT. Get well.
All right. Well, 800-585-1051. Mimi was from Front Page News, was talking about people are shacking up. They're living with each other.
No, stop saying shacking up. Shacking up is something different.
Like somebody's grandmother.
Yeah, me and my wife used to shack up because we was a couple. We weren't married. That's what you call shacking up.
Right.
These are people who are actually roommates because, financially they can't afford to rent on their own. Like, this ain't no shacking up. Ain't no loving going on. Now, I'm trying to get the polygamy question going, but ain't nobody biting on the polygamy.
Nobody want to do that.
Yeah.
Now, if you're just joining us, Mimi during Front Page News, she was talking about how difficult it is out there for homeowners, and she said people are having roommates, living with each other. So let's listen.
There's a new housing survey that's raising questions this morning about roommate red flags. It says that more adults in their 30s and 40s, they're sharing space again because rent is just simply too high. So recent data from Zillow, it shows living alone can cost renters more than $10,000. And so people are splitting it because financially it makes sense. But respondents to that survey say that they're facing issues that they thought they left behind in college, like dirty dishes stacking up for days, boyfriend or girlfriends that are practically moving in without paying bills, and late payments that in some cases their credit is being affected because someone on the lease isn't keeping their part of the deal.
Listen, I completely get it. I know that there's a lot of people living that life. You know, I'm sure it's a lot of adults that have to have roommates because of the economy. So, I mean, I understand. Like, you got to do what you got to do till you get back on your feet, man. I don't see the problem with it.
But if you got 4 or 5 roommates, right?
4 or 5 is crazy. I don't even know, like, what kind of place are y'all living in that y'all got 4 or 5 roommates?
Well, people got to do it. That's how they got to afford it.
4 or 5?
People do that in New York City. Y'all be surprised how many people are already doing that in New York right now.
Does a girl come back to your crib if you got that many roommates?
4 or 5 crazy. No, probably not.
Nah, you can't. You shouldn't even want nobody to know you live with 4 or 5 people.
That's right. And them walls too thin. Like, them walls too tight. Like, a girl not going to be able to get loose with 4 or 5 roommates. And God forbid you be gay. You know,
see, man.
I'm just saying, you bring a bottom back to the crib.
Like, that's just too loud, yo.
What they say, Jess?
It's going to be too much.
Jesus Christ. Let's go to the phone lines. Hello, who's this?
Good news from the Belt.
Hey, what's up, brother? Talk to us. What's your thoughts?
Man, I tell you this stuff is real because out here in Long Island, depending on where you at, it got to cost you you got to make $51,000 a year in order to qualify for low income housing.
In order to qualify for low income housing, you got to make that.
Yes, you got to make at least $51,000.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you got a roommate, brother?
Yeah, shoot, we got to rent a room. Shoot, that's the best way to do it.
So I told you that that's a lot of people do that. How many people live in your house that you live in?
Pretty much just about 3 of us.
Okay, but it's your crib. You just rent the other rooms out.
Yeah.
Oh no, hell no. I'm renting from someone else.
Oh, got you. Do you bring girls back over and stuff like that?
No, you got to be respectful of the house.
True.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So you were in a room when you want some cheeks?
Hotel,
yeah. That's what I said.
But see, you spending money on hotels. You know what I mean? When you can be.
Because he's too embarrassed to bring the girl back.
Yeah, but
how
I
much
get
is
it,
your
but
rent?
that's kicking out more bread,
not
though.
embarrassed, but you just got to be respectful of the house rules.
Respectful of the house. Yeah, I don't think
got you.
There's nothing to be embarrassed about.
No, not to be embarrassed, but that's kicking out more bread. If he already can't afford to live on his own, you getting hotels for cheeks. I mean,
just got a point.
You got to upgrade the females.
Yeah, but if she got her own spots, she could go over there too.
True.
How much is your rent, bro?
That's what I was right to say. It depends on the type of woman.
Oh no, I ain't telling that. I ain't putting that out there.
We don't know you,
What
bro.
you asking? What you asking?
I asked him how much his rent is. That's all.
Oh yeah. How much it is?
Bunch of my coworkers is listening to this.
That's right. Don't let them mess up your situation, bro.
All right, man. Thank you, brother.
Damn.
I ain't telling y'all.
Ain't nobody on the line that practice a polygamous lifestyle to save money?
None of the women. I thought we was gonna get at least some women to call.
Damn.
Because they be the first ones with it.
Well.
What's the moral of the story, sir? Because we don't have that on the line.
What?
It ain't that
is not
many
on the
people.
line,
That's
sir.
how you know it ain't that many people out there that's willing to do that.
You're right. The moral of the story to me is nothing. It's just like, people doing what they got to do to survive. I'm not judging nobody. Like I think what that new survey says a lot. It says a lot about where the economy is, and people are literally doing what they got to do to get by. So I get it. I understand.
Yeah, I just always worry about the safety issue, right? Because you don't know who you're living with. You don't know, where they came from or what their intentions are. So that's the scary part about it,
Got mental illness and all this type of stuff. You just never know. Be thieving.
That's true.
I mean,
yeah, just imagine living with Jess.
Imagine living with me. It's like living in paradise, baby. Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
The Breakfast Club, good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa's here as well. We got some special guests in the building.
Yes, indeed.
Bow Weezy's in the building.
Yeah.
And also B2K. Welcome, fellas.
Yes, sir.
How y'all feeling, man?
Everybody.
Amazing.
Every 30-something-year-old woman in here got dressed up today, put on makeup. One of them came in here talking about, spray something in. You ain't never sprayed nothing in here. You ain't never cared about it smelling good.
Got a jersey dress on.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
We excited. It's so lit to see y'all together.
That's dope.
I had to ask them earlier, like, am I old because I'm excited? Like, is it nostalgia or is it like I'm still young, but like I'm happy this is happening?
Yeah,
okay.
You're seasoned, baby.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Thank you for that.
So let's start from the beginning. How did the tour get back together? Well, first of all, how did B2K get to the reason and say we're gonna come back as a group and say we're gonna put on a show for the people? How did y'all start those conversations?
Knew y'all was gonna look at me.
Come on, bud.
Let it out.
Go on, tell it.
Oh man, just real quick, I came to see O. He had a show out in LA. I put up on him, and man, it was dope. I'm like, I want to come support. You know what I mean? And when I got there, he pulled me up on stage. We did a quick little rendition of Girlfriend. But after the show, we talked and we had dinner, and it was like a breaking of the ice. I hadn't seen him since like 2019, so it was like 6 years or something like that. To make a longer story short, it was a great conversation. You know, we talked about some of the issues that we were having, you know what I'm saying, since the last time we seen each other. And then moving forward, we brought the guys into the fold, and we just kind of made a group chat, and we start, you know, mending a lot of the broken parts. And then we had a great conversation that almost led to a couple blows and some wrestling matches.
I'm sure.
Because you're like, you know, I'm going to shoot it straight with you if we're going to get past this. You know, I like that. You feel me? But we ain't got to go into detail. But it brings us to the current space where, you know, it was an opportunity for us to go back on the road. And that's where Raz comes in, how Bow got tied in. We was at the BET Awards. And if you know Raz, you know, Raz
is always super passionate about, you know, brotherhood. You know what I mean? And obviously, I've had my trials and tribulations, and you know, time and great counseling has definitely brought me to a better space. And you know, what better person to tour with other than Bow Wow? Being that we started our career with Bow. You know, we was in his first Ghetto Girls video. We went on tour with him. So it's just a full circle moment.
I want to stay there for a second because Omarion, I know you're a very spiritual person, right? And you all about energy. What needed to heal exactly for this to happen?
I think maturity. You know, that plays a big role in everything. You know, being able to see other perspectives. And respect. I really feel like, you know, in 2019 things were shifting. You know, it was a great opportunity for us, but I don't know that everybody was on the same page as far as life experiences, wins and losses. You know, you get to a space as an adult, you know, where, you know, else it feel like lessons instead of losses. And it feels like we all have kind of, you know, risen to that level where, you know, we're all parents, you know what I'm saying? Like, we have to look at the scope beyond our personal feelings. So I really feel like that's what that's why we're here again today. And a lot of people like to, I guess, hone in on the business aspect of it, which is cool, but what people forget is that, you know, we were very young when we started. So we established something beyond, you know, in respects to the business. We really created a bond and a brotherhood. So we're happy to present ourselves in a better way, in a more mature way. And yeah.
Now, what about you, Raz? How was it for you getting back to the group? Because you said you sent out a bunch of emails, and you've been up here passionate before about making this work. So what was for you that said, you know what, this is going to work? Or what needed to happen for you to say this could work again?
For me, I had to take accountability for my actions, right, and learn how to regulate my emotions. There's a lot of things I learned in different coping skills and therapy. And I feel like with my maturity, my marriage, me having children, it just really grounded me. And I feel like there was a love that I was looking for, because when you dedicate so much to this industry and then the rug is pulled up on you and then you're just trying to figure out, your back is against the wall, you're feeling these emotions that you don't know how to express. You got people around you exploiting that, you know what I mean? So just getting into good space, and then having my brothers, you know, Boog.
Shout out to his therapist.
Oh, facts.
I'm a great therapist. I just want to say to anybody.
I thought he had a I have a therapist, but he's like a life coach. I call him like 4 o'clock in the morning to be like, yo, bro.
I'm up, walking the floors like,
hey, listen, man.
We ain't gonna go into that, but yeah, shout out to his.
No, real talk. Not real brothers, accountability, man.
Yeah, definitely just the maturity, you know, growing up, taking accountability, having those rough conversations with O, and, you know, just really displaying the true genuineness from my heart, you know, in action more than words. So I think that's just really what brought us all back.
What do you and O argue about? Like, who got the best baby hairs?
Says the man with no baby hairs.
Yeah, I know y'all. I mean, with Omarion and Fizz, we saw everything with like, you know, April, like whatever. And I know that there was when I saw your apology, Fizz, a few years ago, I felt like there was a lot of hurt on both sides that led to where y'all got to. How has it been dealing with that hurt in real time? Because I know the conversations are probably still happening actively. Like, that's not like a one-time thing.
Yeah, I mean, the whole entirety of it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was hurt there. So to come from it, you know, there has to be rough conversations.
Yeah.
For sure.
And I guess my question in that was, so in dealing with that day to day, because that's not like a easy thing to deal with, how is that every day? Like when things come back up, how do you guys like work through it actively?
So let me, I'm gonna speak on that because it's deeper than just them. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a family that you're talking about. So if anybody got siblings and you close, you know what I'm saying, like what they go through don't just affect them.
Right.
And it's not just them, you know what I'm saying, working to get through it. You know, for us, it's like since day one, it's always been a straight up, you know. So we not going to hold on to nothing that we didn't already cover.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like once the conversation is had, even if it's a boxing in the closet that got to go down, like once that's done, it's over.
Done, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not a question or a conversation every day.
I did not know Bugs was the Bill Belichick of this shit.
No, I just wanted to be, you know, yeah.
And I was gonna ask, you know, what made you say, you know what, I want to do it with these guys, right? Because they've been effed up for a while, up and down. There'll be 2 members, 1 member, 3 members, half a member. So what made you say, you know what, we're going to put this effort and go on tour and make sure they're going to stay the whole tour together?
No, it just made sense. Like, BT Awards, like, it just made sense. Seeing them together, it was strong. Like, presence was there. It was like, okay, feel right. And, of course, you know, Raz going to speak his mind whenever. He don't care if it's we on. I'm like, we on live. No, I don't give a damn. You want to do this tour with us? He said it live on TV. Like, put me right there on the spot. So I was like, yeah, it do make sense. You know what I'm saying? It's like the Scream tour all over again. You know, me and O, we've been doing it for the past couple of years together. I came out on the first run with 2019 when you brought me out, right, in Atlanta, and it just made sense. Them as a group, I haven't toured with them in over, 20 years?
Yeah.
So it just made sense. Me and Chris did runs, me and O did runs, and I'm like, yeah, we only danced, twice. It'll be good to dance one more time. And the Millennium Tours, we've been killing them. Like, every year, we just been killing them. And we just felt like the time is now. They're celebrating. I'm celebrating 25 in the game. The boys are celebrating theirs. And it's just a full circle moment. It's like, yeah, let's do it now. And we still got it.
And
that's the thing. We still got it.
See it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Y'all leaving out the fans. You know, me and the whole other millions of people like want to see this.
Yeah, and we ready. And I could tell they was serious. I could tell they was serious. Like, you could just tell. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, just feel right. Let's go ahead and dance. Let's do it.
How did y'all pick the rest of the acts? I see y'all got Crime Art, Pretty Ricky, Jeremiah, Waka Flocka. That's a long ass show. Is it different?
We ain't had nothing to do. That's a BPC question.
Okay, that's a lot of people.
Black Promoters Collective.
Sometimes I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna cap. Like, sometimes we do got a little say. So I ain't gonna lie. Like, we did Ashanti the 1 year. Like, I had hit sis. Like, yo, I think we should roll with this. And then if we get the okay, like, we'll lob it to like Gary or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, franchises, pimping, that's the homies. Just like, all right, man, we done had Ying on this bitch 6 years in a row.
For sure.
Put the homies on there.
Damn.
No, they definitely do. They rock it. But I'm like, we gotta switch it up, man. Bring them back. Like, so sometimes we did some say so. Then sometimes we be like, I know I have. I've been like, man, put this on there and we'll get closer. They don't. I'll be like, but yeah, we do get a little say so. For sure. Oh, you did it because you got me on the.
You was always the headliner.
Nah, I always give his credit when it comes to the Millennium brand. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and Raz too, and just the guys. You know what I mean? It was theirs.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Scream and Millennium.
You just got the DNA.
He's ready to go back out on Scream tour. He's getting ready to do Scream Fest. And, you know, probably still is going to do it.
Right? I think for sure. The confusion is it is the DNA from the Scream, right? That's where it comes from. But the Millennium tour, O and them popped that off first. The boys popped that off first. You know what I'm saying? Then O came and grabbed me like, hey, you can't turn this down. Like, it's really a no-brainer. So I give credit to my bro because I wasn't even thinking about touring. That wasn't even on my mind. I was on some other shit. And He like, nah, you got to come get a piece of this. And bro did that. You know what I'm saying?
When you take it serious, because it was one time you was wilding about. I mean, when you was wilding on JD,
they gave me the broke money.
You and Ray J running around, twisted. There was times where you even said that you was drinking too much. When did you say, nah, I got to stop and take it serious?
Because I know they think like, look, I know what whole thing. Y'all think this changed? Look, nah, because we got a group chat. So I'm the one that's always wilding in that like I'm always wilding, but passionate thing for me, honestly. I mean, I said it already on record when I had to talk with somebody. You know what I mean? I ain't gotta say no names, but I think y'all probably know what I'm talking about. He kind of just told me, man, you need to tighten your ass up. Like, oh, you out here doing all this goofy shit. You understand that you a legend, man. You can't come around me with that bull no more. It's time for you to wake up and understand.
Was it JD?
You close. So I'll say Puff said it. He told me. You know what I'm saying? Told me this years back. Like,
remember when he came up here? Him and Ray came up here.
Yeah, I was like, man, he's like, cut the bull. You know what I'm saying? You around Snoop. You around JD. You know what I mean? Really you got a billionaire you can call. Everybody can't call him. Everybody can't call me. But I pick up for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta understand your brand. Don't that up. All your OGs is here. You gotta be one. So I think when he said that, like about 7 years ago, or whatever, it just clicked in. And then my kids getting older. My son about to be 6. Shy driving this year, so it's kind of like a lot of things come in perspective. I'm about to be 39. It's like you start getting all that love and everybody giving you your flowers. Me and we don't won a Billboard award for the tour. You start getting all this. It's like that right there make you sit back and be like, okay, yeah, I am him. All right, I am one of the ones. It's like when you understand that, you gonna move like one, and that's why you ain't seen me no for the past. I don't know how long. I just been on I've been in the crib, focused, working, selling these do-rags and doing what the I'm supposed to be doing. That's it. I'm focused on the. I'm focused. I'm focused.
Do-rags, man. I got the do-rags.
I got you straight. Yeah.
And get the brush to go with it. I'm telling you, it's different.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
It work for you?
Oh my God! Always
number one. I got that sold up. That lane. I'm good.
The Brad was up here. She said she spazzed out on you a couple times
when Brad don't spaz out. Brad spazzed out on me when I changed my number and I don't give it to her when I thought I did give it to her. Like that's sis though. Like that's another one who gonna
hold you accountable.
Hold me accountable. Check on me. I was just with Snoop last week. That's another person that that's gonna get on me, and it's just too many people that I got that's in my corner that I know I can always talk to.
You got a lot of LeBron in you. I'm gonna tell you what I mean, right? Like it's hard to meet expectations. And when you think about when we saw Bow Wow on Arsenio Hall all them years ago, you're like, that little dude nice.
Yeah.
You didn't have to become a superstar.
Nope.
That could have went either way.
Yep.
You ever think about stuff like that?
Nope.
That you fulfilled expectations?
I was gonna be a superstar.
I knew it. I knew it. Like this is all I knew. I didn't know nothing. That's all I know. I didn't know nothing else. At first it was being a comedian, and I think that's how I was able to transition to the acting thing so easily. I started out with that first. Rapping came because I could mimic just about anybody. And then if you could mimic a you basically doing it. So then it was like, all right, cool. Then somebody started writing my raps. I think if I write it, then boom, then the whole Chronic Tour 93 came. Snoop find me. I mean, Daz, shout out to Daz. Daz finds me, bring me to the back. And now the rest is history. And it was like, okay, I guess we're going to stay on this path then. This is what we're going to do. This is what God chose for me. So we're going to ride it out. I'm going to ride it out to the death, though. I ain't going to stop this no time, ever. I'm never going to stop.
I love hearing you say that now because even when you were wild and going through your bullshit, I knew it. Like it just wasn't for no reason. Like, what do you think it was? Did you feel alone? Like, were you dealing? What were
Honestly,
you dealing with?
Just doing dumb shit.
Oh, okay.
It's just that simple.
It was for nothing. You just doing
I wasn't stressed out and nothing. I really thought I was low key when I was put up the plane. I really did. I thought I was low key when I did that shit. I just got caught. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. You and who was there to whip? Well, you weren't with me on the plane. I'm saying though, but you was at the studio when we did the little skit. You feel what I'm saying? You was right there when we did the skit. So. For me, you already see I'm a team. I play ball. Like we got the group chat. I don't got thin skin. Like this is what we do. Like, but all my ups and bull, it's really happened. Like the hoodie where my daughter just recreated the hoodie thing.
I thought that was
we coming out the crab boil and she like, I'm about to do this. And my dad, he got on the outfit too. We got the black hoodie and I'm about to get him. And I didn't even know what she was doing. But as soon as she did it, I was like, yo, you're gonna go viral with that because it already went viral. It reoccurs every some odd weird years, but you about to bring this all the way back fully. But when she did it, it was like, that was really a moment. There was 1 million kids out there. I got anxiety. You heard O say we was child stars. We hear crowds and we get the flipping. I'm like, oh, they don't know. They don't know. All the time, but I love it though. I love it. That's just that daddy-daughter dynamic that we got. You know what I mean? And I love it. I
I
love
never
it.
thought about that type of PTSD. We always think about PTSD from like
telling you.
the
Right.
negative way, but imagine like if everywhere you go, you're used to crowds just rushing you.
I went to the mall the other day and I used
to the mall.
No, I put up to the back. My man come out the mall through the back door. He'll just put my shoes and hand them to me. But he was like, "Bow, I think you should really come in. We got some good chrome heart. I know you're going on tour. You might have to try these on." I'm like, "All right, cool." I'm like, "Why are we walking through the real way?" Like I started flipping the out there. Like,
side door. Where's the side door?
yeah. I'm like, I don't do this. I don't go to the mall. Like I don't go to the mall. I don't leave my house. Like the boy, I don't leave the crib. I'm in the crib 24/7. I got everything I need at the house. I don't.
Bow, talk about you and Omarion's relationship over the years.
You know, even though the boys went through their drama, me and O, we done went through our drama multiple times. You know what I'm saying? Even
times right now.
Yeah, oh yeah. Like the last tour, me and O didn't say one word to each other. We passing each other shoulder to shoulder, not saying one word. But my aunt like, "Hey, oh," you like, "Oh, hey, auntie." I see y'all see Orion. What up? Oh, what up? Oh, going right there. So for us to go from
y'all know about sensitive.
I got the fact. I got the ego, so it's like, yeah, I don't want to do it. Trey trying to get us, man, y'all need to talk. Well, all right, if he walk right here and I walk right there, and then we can talk. Well, I'll meet him in the middle like this. All right, I don't want to talk neither then. So it's like, for us to watch them, what they went through, then me and O, we've had our own things as brothers, and then for us to finally be like, all right.
Especially the BET Awards. I was already, me and Boog was like, let's go.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was the perfect time.
They tried. It was like, nah.
Yeah, but the boys know, because even in the group chat, they'll know Bow gonna come in with spazzing at least twice every time. But it's about the work. It's just really passionate about this. This is all I know since 5. So it's like, I know where we supposed to be at. I know how the look supposed to be. And if we all on the same page, but if we can't get them on stage, like it's frustration built. And this is the fact that we want to be great. So I think to watch
there's
like
ego too.
Oh, there's definitely ego for sure. And then, you know, like I said with the brother thing, it's like I don't like working with people if I really don't know you. And it's a lot of artists that's like that. Like I done asked for features before and they like, man, I don't know Bow Wow, dog. I need to hang with him. I need to da-da-da. Like they know they shoot me over a record. I'm doing it right there, sending it right back. Like these are the guys that it ain't even about the money. It's just about like this. To me, I don't even care about the money. Like this tour is just fun, just to do it with them. It's a full circle moment. And you see, anytime I tour, I'm touring with one of my brothers. If it ain't them as a group, if it ain't B2K, if it ain't O, then it's Chris. If it ain't Chris, then I'm trying to do something with Snoop. Like I like working with people who I genuinely rock with and fuck with. It's just the work feels better. The fans can receive it better. They know it's organic. They know it's authentic, and it's just received well. So like I said, I wasn't going to tour this year at all. I was just going to pop over to Scream Fest, do my 25th anniversary show in Columbus and call it a day really and just do all the festivals. But when he brought this up, it was kind of like I was like, damn, me and Trey just got done. I just want to do it again. So I was like, you know, this is different. I don't know if they're going to see this again. So
just said me and Trey just got done I wasn't on the tour. That's why I be like,
I said you started the millennium. I said
me and Trey.
Oh, God. You right, all right. Well, me, O, and Trey. All right, there we go. Me, I was talking too fast, bro. My bad.
What was the first conversation between y'all? Like, how did y'all finally just...
All right, so...
It was after tour. It was in London.
It was in London. No, it was in London. I'm going to tell you, it was in London. Here go Trey, being Trey. Shout out to Trey. He go, come my room, man. Come on, man. We partying in the room. I said, I'm partying in my room. I got a girl. We chilling. We in London at the last show. He's like, come on. We're going to do a last photo or whatever. I'm like, all right, cool.
Y'all got to see the photo, too.
You got to see the photo. So, O walk in the room. Like... Oh, yeah. O walk in the room. I walk in the room. Trey like, oh, man, you know, I got my brothers here. Oh, Bell, man, we going to do this picture, man. Let's go. I'm like, yeah, man, all right, come on. Hurry up and take the picture. Let's do it, man. O like the same way. We still don't speak. We all in London. It didn't really crack open until... BET. We was on the side of the stage, and I even know it was because I apologized while I was hosting. I told him my fault. I was in my ego. You know what I'm saying? Even though the tour was a success, you know what I'm saying? What top 5 R&B hip hop tour last year, right?
Yeah.
But we up because we didn't get the fans what they wanted. We never performed together not one time. Yeah. Never spoke to each other not one time. Never got.
I was serious.
Yeah.
We was serious.
It was just work.
Yeah.
Like it was weird. You know what I'm saying? It was weird. And you know, I was like, man, we ain't gonna let that happen again. Like, we just not gonna let that happen again. Not even the work, but we got to get back how we was. The work is there. We'll worry about that later. Like, let's fix this. And once I apologized to him and said, yo, bro, I was ego tripping sometimes. I ain't even gonna cap, bro. You know me. You know me, bro. And same vice versa, and we put that shit to the side and group chat popping and we cracking jokes. They be sending these memes. I don't know who be sending. You sending, Obi sending us
crazy. It's crazy.
Incense and
But
candles.
it's all love.
In the morning, and it's all lit though. I love it.
Did you
I
and
love
Mario
it.
piece it out? Because y'all were going through your thing at one time.
They don't have a problem, so why everybody think they got a problem?
And we ain't close.
They don't got.
We ain't close. We
They don't
ain't
got
never
a problem.
Y'all ain't never seen us hanging out. You know what I'm saying? I'm a whole part of a group. You know what I'm saying? So.
Nah, I mean Mario's an incredible talent. Nah, I love Mario. But people ask me like, "What's your problem?" Like, why do we? Who said we got a problem? We just did verses together.
We or he?
I mean,
he.
No, it was Mario and Ray J.
It was Mario. It was because Mario
versus Ray J. It was Ray J at first.
He was breaking the music, and then it was
It was
because
versus.
so he said that, and then when you responded, people were like, "Wait." Even Mario, when he was here, was like, we have an issue." Like he was a little confused too because we were all at the Ebony Power 100 gala, and he was like, "Well, he didn't say nothing to me, so I didn't know that there was a thing." But you said that he didn't respect your craft because he said whatever he said about how you sing.
Yeah, he said something like it was
the demeanor
hit and
too.
miss.
He's
like hit and miss, and this is like, come on, bro, 20 years, come on, bro.
All right, can I speak on that though?
Everybody goes into their.
Y'all as like the host of these podcasts that's some messy stuff right there. You feel me? Like you presenting the opportunity for us to have to go head up. Like literally, what kind of question is that? You know what I mean? And at the same time, shout out to Mario, but like, what kind of answer is that? You know what I'm saying? Like we all work to build this music industry.
And guess what? Your favorite artist has bad days. Your favorite artist is flat. The greatest singers, they don't sound great all of the time. Like, it's a part of it. Y'all come here and show up every day. Y'all not feeling good every day. Y'all don't feel like talking about this. You know what I'm saying? They don't see that though. You know what I mean? So it's like for another person at another station to be like, oh yeah, and you be like, yo, what's up with that? You know what I mean? And I've never been an artist to hate on other artists. That's never been my thing. So
we've always supported everybody.
Yeah. So when people try to do the little slide thing, I have an issue with that because it's unnecessary. Right. We all here and we have enough room to make space for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And that's why everybody sees me and then they put their arm out and want to say what's up, but then they go on an interview and it's just like I have a problem with that.
Another thing they with you about Mario, which is crazy because I've seen real dancers give you props like the Chris Browns and them. But for whatever reason, there's always this meme going around that Mario, I'm getting away with this bullshit.
Like, it's just that one dance that everybody redoes, but he gets busy dancing.
Crazy, and everybody knows it.
Does that you when you see those?
No, never.
I was still cold.
What?
Like, what?
Yeah.
First of all, when you dope at something, you don't lose it. You might shift and it might change for you, but you change from how you used to be in the beginning, but you don't lose it. You know what I mean? Unless you don't use it. And trust me, I'll be in the lab. I'll be in the lab.
I know.
Yeah, old dance 24/7. Now that's not a cap.
I'm gonna be in the lab.
Old gonna dance everywhere we go. We can be.
I'm joyous.
Yeah. I think the other day we was at rehearsal and he just out of nowhere was like, I just love dancing.
Nobody asked for nothing.
No, he was like, I want y'all to really know this. Like,
facts.
I really do.
Well, the tour kicks off
March 6th.
And the new album.
Appreciate you.
Kake's dropping album March 6th too.
That's right. Well, thank you guys.
Nah, appreciate it for
Yes,
sure.
indeed.
Hell yeah.
Fizz. I had to write this one. Opalion. Wow. Rasby, appreciate you. Bow Wow.
Come on, fam. You already know. Izzy, stop playing, man. You know what it is.
Soulmate, come find me.
Yeah.
You do that donkey thing that he on. A bunch of donkeys around here.
It's time for Donkey of the Day.
I got the donkey of the day for being toxic.
They may be the Donkey of the Day by the things that I've said.
Yeah, Charlamagne.
Some donkey todays just sell themselves.
It was you. What accountability are you taking?
It really caught me off guard. I'm not making new people do these things.
I'd have made Donkey of the Day on The Breakfast Club.
That being said, I want to start off with this donkey right here.
Donkey of the day goes to a 46-year-old Houston man named James Earl Johnson. Black. Guess what race it is? Black. It will not be needed today. Okay, that is one of the blackest names I've ever heard in my life. All right, this man is named after somebody's great-great-grandfather, okay? He sounds like he was a custodian in a high school when they ended segregation in America in 64, okay? A James, a Earl, and a Johnson? I know he done got denied for a loan quite a few times, okay? Probably discriminated against during a hiring process or two. I know he didn't get a call back. You know, studies show people with black-sounding names get 50% fewer callbacks than identical resumes with white-sounding names. So I know James Earl Johnson wasn't getting no callbacks. But anyway, James Earl Johnson. How is he not James Earl Johnson the third? Okay, that name is too old to be the first. Okay, but anyway, James Earl Johnson has been arrested and charged with abusing his wife. Okay, his wife is disabled, and investigators are saying he held his disabled wife captive inside their home for years. What do you mean, Uncle Charla? He held his disabled wife captive for years. Well, let's go to ABC 13 for the report, please.
From the outside looking in, what some might consider a dream home. But police say for one woman, the house at Crown Ridge Court was in fact a house of horrors. Investigators say the 46-year-old woman who's disabled was allegedly held captive in a bedroom for 5 years by her own husband.
James Johnson?
James Earl Johnson arrested Friday morning, but has since bonded out of jail with an order to stay away from the victim and the house, where the couple's children also reside. It's here, court documents say, the victim was held under lock and key with no phone access. Finally, Friday, police say her husband left a phone on the nightstand, which he used to call 911. But police say Johnson cut the call short, slapping his wife and carrying her back to bed, then hanging up on the 911 dispatcher.
You've got a woman who's being held captive, and that is a pure form of coercive control, which is a form of abuse.
James Earl, Mr. Johnson. Why? You know, years ago, Larry King, the great Larry King, rest in peace to Larry King, he said to me, you know, Charlamagne, the greatest question you can ask in an interview is why. I think that's the greatest question to ask in life. You know, I've been going to therapy for a solid decade now, and that is what I'm always trying to get to the root of. The why of things. Why did I react this way? Why did this trigger me? Why did I behave like this in this moment? So it makes me ask that question of other people often. And for James Earl Johnson, that's the question. Why? Why couldn't James Earl Johnson just get a divorce? Why couldn't he just break up with his wife? What made him treat his wife the way Helen treated Charles in Diary of a Mad Black Woman? Okay, was this Diary of a Mad Black name? Okay, did y'all try mediation? Did y'all try legal separation? Was there any exit strategy discussed at all? Not even discussed with each other. Did you have a meeting with yourself, James Earl Johnson? Okay, I'm just trying to figure out why you thought captivity and torture was the best course of action here. I can't believe I have to say this on Breakfast Club this morning, but leaving a spouse rather than mistreating them is always the better option. Okay, it's way more ethical than leaving her in a room like he did with a single egg to eat and giving her dinner one time a day. This woman had to call 911 when her husband, James Earl Johnson, accidentally left a phone on the nightstand. This would be Tyler Perry's version of Misery. Okay, I was born in 1978, so I remember the movie Misery from the 90s when Annie held Paul captive. This is that. Okay, at least in the movie Misery, though, we knew the why. Because Annie was an obsessive fan. There was no reason for James Earl Johnson to be doing what he was doing to his wife other than pure evil. Okay, just leave her, bruh. Divorce her, all right? Any expert you ask, any counselor you ask will tell you that no one deserves to be treated badly, and staying in a miserable or harmful situation often causes more long-term damage than leaving. Is this story not proof of that? Is this story not proof that those experts and counselors are correct? Please let Remy Ma give James Earl Johnson the biggest hee-haw.
Hee-haw, hee-haw. You stupid motherfucker. Are you dumb?
It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa is here as well. And we got a special guest in the building.
The legend.
Iyanla Vanzant. Welcome back.
Hi.
How are you feeling?
Morning. I am blessed. How are you?
I'm doing amazing.
Blessed, black, and highly favored.
All of this young energy. It just...
I'll take it.
On me.
I'll take the young.
I was born in 1978. If I'm young to you, thank you.
Yeah, I'll take it. 78? I got a bra that I bought in 78.
Ms. Vanzant, you never stop working.
No.
You're here today because you got a new show, The Inside Fix, but you just put out a book, Spiritual Hygiene, in December. Why can't you ever keep still?
Well, because I don't want to grow roots. I don't want to grow roots. You know, roots are not helpful. Yeah, it's good. You know, don't we need it?
Yeah, absolutely.
We need the work. So we need the energy. So I'm out here.
Yeah.
I'm out here. I could be on the pole, but this is so much more beneficial.
Well, I've seen the first episode. Hilarious. So for people that don't know, it's almost like Where Are They Now?
Where are we now? Not them.
Yeah, where
are we now?
So break down the show.
Yeah, what I did was we went back into some of our highest rated shows.
With the most memes.
Looked at them. Huh?
With the most memes.
I know, right? I'm a meme machine.
Yes, ma'am.
And we looked at those shows for issues that are going on today. Because the way we deal with stuff today is very different than we did 12 years ago. 12 years ago, these 6 women had a problem and they pulled their copy down off the internet. Today, you know, that would be IG, ITF, Facebook. They would be canceled. And so how we deal with it today. But the issue of breakdown among women is just as prevalent today as it was back then. So how do we deal with that? How do we address that? So that's what we're doing. We're going back into the shows and looking at how to take those issues and apply them.
I love how you did it.
Yeah, why did you find that more appealing than revisiting? I mean, why did you decide to revisit older stories instead of helping new families?
Because I'm old.
You seasoned. You're not old. You're seasoned.
I'm old and seasoned. You know, because we just keep reinventing stuff. And we don't even really get all the juice out of what we got. We didn't get all the juice out of Fix My Life. That's why we can go back in and do it again today. The things that are applicable. Back then, I did shows with mothers and daughters. And now you have mothers divorcing or daughters divorcing mothers. Children not speaking to parents. That wasn't going on back then. So, yeah. And also to let people know that sometimes you don't even know what you're looking at.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Because people looked at that and got into the characters and the people, but they were looking at a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
Just like in the world today. We don't really know what we're looking at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Expound on
Was
that.
it
Expound on that. We don't really know what we're
trying to get me shot. Do I look Somalian? I don't want to get
Stop.
Okay.
I do wish DMX could have lived to be on this show.
He wasn't ready. I think he was willing, but he wasn't ready. And you got to be both. Can't be just ready and not willing, or willing. He wasn't ready.
You also talk about lady balls.
Lady balls.
Does Jess have lady balls?
What? Who? Yes.
Okay.
All right, cool. Now, but we gotta understand that lady balls and testicles are different.
Break that down.
Okay, because testicles.
That's what I'm looking for.
Now
so
you just said everything you see ain't what you see. Now what you say?
No, well, the hair you see on testicles is real. It's really there.
Yes, ma'am.
Break down lady balls before Jess gets offended.
You see, a lot of women, because of the way we are conditioned and programmed and educated, take on masculine qualities, you know, and they think it's powerful. But feminine power is very different than masculine power. Feminine power is assertive. Masculine power is aggressive. Feminine power is directive. It's nurturing. It's nourishing. It's clear. And masculine power is often domineering and controlling and directive, as opposed to collaborative. So lady balls, you know, a lot of women today want to be the boss and they want to be the diva and have no leadership skills whatsoever. Lady balls are how a powerful woman lives in, moves in, stands in her power in a way that nurtures, nourishes, supports, heals, grows other people. It's not testicles. Testicles are aggressive. They got hair, and sometimes they smell. Don't ask me how I know.
You know, and it's interesting. In one of the episodes, you point out that women don't know the distinction between assertiveness and aggression.
Yes.
How do you advise women to create a distinction between the two?
Well, lead with your heart and not with your head.
Mm-hmm.
Lead with your heart. That's lady balls. Lady balls don't come from the crotch. They come from the heart.
Did you come up with this term, lady balls? Did you come up? Because watching the episode was the first time I heard
I've
it.
said it for so long, but then when I went to try to trademark it, people have said that. But I spell mine differently, and nobody else has a deck of cards. My team created a deck of cards, so you can pull your lady ball card.
Oh, you said deck. I was like, what the hell is a
Got him confused.
Just because we're talking about balls, Mr. Willie doesn't have to show up.
What do you say to women who have because a lot of women shy away from leading with their heart because they're called too emotional, or they're scared to be vulnerable and make decisions based off of emotion because they think that they're not thinking clearly, right?
Why do you think the heart is about emotion?
That's what most people would relate heartfelt decisions to when it comes to women.
Well, who men?
Yes, men.
Yeah.
Just,
because most women are so far out of their heart, they don't even know what the heart does.
Yes.
The truth is that the mind was created to be a slave of the heart, but we've made the heart a slave of the mind or the intellect. Heart-centered is grounded, it's clarity, and again, nourishing, nurturing, edifying. It's progressive. The heart is progressive. The mind gets stuck in a loop. That's why we have therapy. Don't nobody go to nothing to try to get their heart fixed. They try to fix their head. The heart doesn't get stuck in a loop. The heart remains open because the heart is where God speaks. God doesn't speak in the intellect. God speaks in the heart.
I want to ask you a question about what you said about women having masculine qualities. Masculine qualities, but no leadership ability.
They want to be the boss and the diva. But they don't have leadership tendencies, leadership training, leadership, not even qualities, because you can have leadership qualities. But you have to the leader has to have a heart. We see what it looks like when a leader doesn't have a heart. Let me put my glasses on. I don't look Somalian.
Is that something you can learn, or is that something that has to be in you already?
Well, I think that leaders are born, but they definitely have to be trained. Some people say leaders are trained. They're not born. I believe leaders are born.
I agree.
Some people just rise into it. But there's certain qualities and characteristics that an effective leader needs. And the one thing is a heart for people. Another thing is a vision. Leadership isn't just about ordering people around and telling them what to do. A leader has to have a vision, and then you get people to buy into the vision, and you lead them in that vision in a way that's whole and healthy for everybody.
I see that in corporate America all the time. A lot of people in leadership roles and leadership positions, but they're not actually leaders.
No vision. They're controllers. They're demagogues. They're bullies. They're all sorts of things. And whenever money is the only thing that leads you, you're going to have a problem.
What would you say to somebody who was, like, say, in a workplace or in a relationship that wants that work relationship or real relationship to work, right? One of the exercises you did on the first episode, which was from, 2014, I love it, was you brought everybody to a department store and you made everybody shop for each other. You buy this person an outfit, you buy this person an outfit. And then when you did, you said, well, why did you buy that person that? How do you look at them?
Right.
So what would you advise for a couple or even somebody working to do to try to fix it because you can't be there or they can't afford you, I should say?
Well, they can read my book because in spiritual hygiene, I have spiritual hygiene for relationships, spiritual hygiene for parenting, and spiritual hygiene for the workplace. Here's the thing in any relationship, 3 things. Number 1, tell the truth.
That's right.
One of the reasons our relationships are dying and drying up is because we lie about everything. We lie about what we feel. We lie about what we want. Sometimes it's not a conscious lie. It's a lie driven by fear. The fear of losing, the fear of being harmed, so we don't want to be vulnerable. But in order for anything to grow and thrive, you got to have some truth. The other thing is accountability. All the stuff that we're not seeing in the world today. Tell the truth. be accountable. Don't blame and project. Own your stuff. Own it. And be accountable for every choice, every word, every action. And know what you're bringing to the table, particularly in the workplace. People go to work to make money. People go to work to, very few people go to work to serve. So what are you bringing to the table that you want something in return? Give me. What are you bringing to the table? So I think that if we did that in relationships, if we did that in the workplace, we'd have a lot more respect and honor for. If I can't believe that your grandmother didn't die again for the third time.
I use that one a lot. How you gonna look at me? I use that one a lot.
We working every
Yeah. I mean, 'cause she only died once, but if I keep saying died, it ain't no harm.
Where can you look somebody in the face and believe that what they're telling you is the truth? That they're not trying to take you down or get something from you, or it's.
Can we stay? I want to stay here with the spiritual hygiene. First of all, I love the title of the book. What is spiritual hygiene, and how do people tend to it?
It's the daily commitment and practice of clearing your mind, of cleaning your heart, of strengthening your spirit. It's not a one-time thing. It's a practice. Your spirit has to be maintained like your teeth. You know what? People brush their teeth every day and go years without an examination of their own thoughts. They got fungus in their mind. Many people are emotionally constipated. Still mad about something that happened in 56. How do you clean that up? You brush your hair. You wash your hoo-ha. But you don't clean your spirit, your heart, your mind. So spiritual hygiene is the daily practice of clearing your mind, your heart, your soul, your inner life, so that your outer life can have a different appearance.
So what about the people who pray, they go to therapy, they meditate, they sage, but they still stay toxic? Like, what are they skipping in the
What's
hygiene
the prayer?
process?
What is the prayer? Most people beg, they don't pray. And all of that is good, but what's your relationship? What is your relationship with God's source created spirit of your understanding? What is your relationship? God doesn't want your, tithes and service only. What is the relationship? And many people, I won't say most, I'll say many people learn the function and the doing of the prayer, but they don't have the presence in the prayer. They don't have the relationship with the very thing they're praying to. Why? I didn't. I grew up in the church. I'll tell you a real funny story. They were trying to baptize me. I must have been 5 or 6 in the apostolic church. That's that's everything's a sin.
Yes, ma'am.
Rolling your lip is a sin. Anyway, they're getting ready to baptize me, and they dunk you down in the water and stuff. And they say to me, do you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior? Now, this is way back when. That's how old I am. When Jesus was still on the cross with the little droplets of blood on his hands, me, the brilliant child, I look up and I say, who, him? He can't help me.
Oh, my God.
I got beat into tomorrow. You know that, right? I said, no, who, him? He can't help me. Because, he's down off the cross now. You don't see him. But we were fed religion. We were told what to do. We weren't taught to build a relationship. And it took me a long time to know that it wasn't about the doing of it. It was about the being in relationship, in the presence, being present in the prayer, being still and knowing.
When did you learn to pray and not beg?
When the begging wasn't working. I just got tired of begging. And then I said, okay, what am I doing wrong? I'm begging, and you're not paying attention. And this is not the way a God is supposed to respond. When I learned 2 things, how to be still and how to know. How to be still within my mind, my heart, spiritual hygiene. And how to know when I was in the presence. Not when I was reaching out, but when I was turning in. And that was it for me. Instead of going out, go in.
I remember you did you had the really big daddyless daughter segments that you would do.
Oh, yeah.
And you would talk about the like the things that they need to like, or the words they need to know, like daddy's gone. And just the reality of like moving forward from, and I remember
You're not triggered right now, right?
No, I'm not triggered, but I used to watch the show because me and my dad at that time, it was like early on in us trying to figure out, okay, he's new back into my life. How do I feel? Do I have questions? And I got to a point where I was like, all right, you weren't here. Here's where my life is. Like, I don't want to be a victim or like a product of that.
She was daddyless, is what she said.
Yeah. I just said that stupid.
I just want to make sure she understands.
But your series,
Dad listens,
your series helped me though, because my mom was one of them people that was like very like, she just act like it didn't happen. You acknowledged that it happened, but you didn't let people live in it. So it helped me to realize like, okay, what are we going to do here? Like, what are we going to do with the relationship, or what are we going to do with yourself and how you feel about that? Yeah. And if it's not accepted from him or responded to in the way you want, you can only control yourself.
Yeah, but because you get to choose, and he gets to choose, and sometimes the shame of it, the guilt of it, a lot of dads, moms, people can't show up. Husbands who cheat come back and they can never get it together, or wives. Because did you know wives were cheating?
That's
unfair.
Yes.
Yeah, black men don't cheat, but boy,
what?
Black women?
You don't. Your nose is growing. Let me move on.
Exactly.
But yes. Yeah. But you know, my hope, my prayer, and I appreciate so many people are so excited about the show, about the book. Mm-hmm. And may my legacy be, if nothing else, that I gave people skills and tools to take responsibility for themselves. Because the world we're in right now, the mess that we're in, is because we were anticipating somebody else doing for us what we needed to do for ourselves. And so we got to do the work. You have to do your work.
Accountability is a hard concept for a lot of people to grasp, Ms. Vanzant.
Awareness, accountability, and integrity. Integrity, where your mind, your heart, and what you do are all aligned. Very often people think one thing, feel something, and do something else. Get in integrity, line it up, and be willing to piss people off to maintain your own integrity. Honor yourself. Don't set yourself on fire to keep other people warm.
That's right.
Don't dim your light like that. Take responsibility and just embrace everybody in the process.
You always say healing isn't pretty. Why do people romanticize spirituality but reject the mess that's required to actually evolve?
Intellectualizing the spirit. Like people think spiritual people shouldn't get angry. I'm from Brooklyn. I don't get angry. I get pissed the F off and I'm coming for you. Now,
revenge.
Okay. All right. You know what I'm talking about? I grew up with the bodega on the corner. Okay. So I just don't do that. I'm responsible for myself when I do it, if I do it. And I don't stay stuck there. And that's not going to become an identity for me. Let me see you abuse a child. I'm coming for you.
All right.
All guns drawn, cussing like a sailor, and hit you in your head, punch you right in your throat. Okay. Disrespect a woman in my presence. I'm coming for you. You know? So, even though I'm a deeply spiritual person, there's sometimes when you have to, again, throw cold water in somebody's face. But people want to intellectualize spirituality. Oh, you have to be kind and loving. Yes, you do. But sometimes you are human, and it's okay. In terms of it being healing, not being pretty, it's because most of us are not aware of the depth of healing that is required. We're not aware. We think it's just if he would behave, or if they would come back, or if they would say I'm sorry, that it would be okay. It's so much deeper than that. So much deeper. And most people are afraid to go in. And when I say most people, I'm not generalizing. I'm speaking about in terms of the years that I've been doing this work and what I've seen. Don't want to go within. Don't want to look at within. Don't want to do the spiritual hygiene. No.
Is there a difference between being spiritually clean and being spiritually sterile? And what I mean by that, can we ever over-sanitize ourselves out of just human connection?
Now that I don't know. spiritually clean, you're still among everybody. If you're not connected, then you're not spiritual at all. Because the deepest part of spirituality is connection. So I don't know about spiritual sterile. Let me write that down. Because I'll forget.
The only reason I ask that is some people try to, like you said, they try to set so many boundaries and they intellectualize spirituality to think that they got to be away from people and be apart from people. That, to me, that's not...
But some of them do. I mean, look at the monks. Some of them, that's their mission, that's their ministry, that's what they do. They go out there. I'm not on that committee. I'm not on that committee. I'm on the people committee. But spiritually sterile, I don't know. That's a good. Thank you for that. That'll be my next book.
Listen, I love spiritual hygiene, man, because there's a rapper named D.G. Iola. He had a song. I call it a Negro spiritual called Ain't Gonna Let Up. And in the song, he say, get yourself together, go get your brain a bath, go to church, start listening, get on the right path. And that's what spiritual hygiene is. Clean up your spiritual hygiene.
And I really, for me, the greatest thing was to see how far I've come. Because I wasn't spiritually clean. I wasn't. And to see how far I've come and look at the experiences that I've had, the divorce, the death of my partner, my losing 2 daughters, all of it. And to see how far I've come. You can't fall off the floor. So I was on the floor. So to see how far I've come from how far down I was, it's humbling. It's really humbling because millions didn't make it.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I really,
it was a lot of fun.
And can I say this to you?
Yes.
First of all, you are absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
You know that, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Don't let Charlamagne tell you anything any different.
Okay. Yes.
Can you tell it to Loren too?
Yeah, well, she knows she's the baby girl. She just a cutie little funkin' in her face.
I'm gonna tell Charlamagne don't bother her. That was the part I meant.
Don't bother.
I don't bother.
Yes, he does.
I've been trying to get her to get her spiritual hygiene clean.
I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
Really. As an OG, I am so proud of you. And the way that you present, I mean, sometimes you all do a little controversial, but that's okay. I'm OG, but I can do this. My little ones keep me up to date. Continue to represent yourselves and us in this really powerful, productive way. I was so excited when I heard about Netflix. Yeah! So just continue to do it, okay?
All right. There you have it. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. If you're just joining us, we're talking about something that Keke Palmer said about marriage. Let's listen.
One thing I need you to know is that I never want to live together. I like my alone time.
But is that real?
That's real. Oh. I just feel like, Whoopi Goldberg said it best once. She was like, I don't want nobody in my house.
Yeah.
Marry even.
So you're married?
He's going to live around the corner? Around the corner would be great.
What about a guest house? Would you let him live in the guest house?
He can be in the guest house. You know what I'm saying? We can be on the same, land, but I'm over there and he's over there.
Yeah.
At best, separate rooms. But think about how fun it would be to be like, I'm going over to my man's house.
Yeah. It keeps things right.
It's fun and exciting. I want to go sit on his couch.
And he better clean when you're coming over.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what?
I will say I'm laughing about it, but there are probably people watching right now who agree with you. Come on.
Many people.
It just helps to keep. I feel like sometimes you can be just too up under.
So we're taking your calls, 800-585-1051. Hello, who's this?
Oh my God, it's Liz. Good morning.
Liz, good morning. Liz. Now, Liz, are you married and you and your spouse don't live in the same home?
Yes, I am married, and we are not living in the same home. We just recently got married.
Congratulations, damn.
Oh, just
Thank
now?
you.
Of 2025?
Yes.
Now, the floor is yours. I will listen to you. Now, tell me why y'all not living together.
Well, right now we're trying to sort things out. That's number one. He has his own apartment, leases, and stuff like that. But let me tell you something. I was in a relationship for 5 years, and it was the worst of the worst. The breakup was horrible. I ended up with nothing. I had to leave the apartment. It was just starting over. I understand where she's coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to trust someone when, like, if it doesn't end well, what's going to happen with the lease? And then you have things invested. What if you don't get the things back?
So why did you get married again, babe? It don't really sound like you were ready for that because you still hurt from that 5-year relationship, you know? You jumped the broom again a little too quick.
That 5-year relationship, it healed. It was actually ended 3 years ago. And I actually met this person a year ago, and he actually is slowly and accepting of what I went through. So he's actually allowing me to be me.
So y'all don't live with each other, and y'all not moving in with each other? Y'all gonna keep it that way, separate?
I think they're going to.
Oh, no. We're definitely gonna move in, but I understand where she's coming from. I'm a little scared now. Listen.
Yeah.
Is he scared to move in with you because you Latino at a time like this?
Damn. Oh my God, literally.
He is capable of. It's just like I said. You have to really kind of know the person. But I also took time to heal.
I think he was talking
ice. It
ice.
wasn't
Shut up. I was not.
Wait, what happened?
You make us Latinos is more feisty and crazy.
What's the race of your husband?
Well, he's white. He's
I see what now you right. My suspicion was right.
Definitely should be scared.
He's a little scared.
I'm Hispanic.
He's scared to move in with you. You know, you might get that knock at the door. I'm just saying, you might get that knock.
Damn.
No. Poor thing. He's not gonna get the knock. We're well documented, so that's not the issue. But it was like I said. I had to take time to heal. Like I didn't want. I was like
trauma.
Whoever was. It was.
Yeah.
Whatever man came to my house, I was like, "You're not going home. Like you don't have a home."
Damn. Right. So yeah, she a little scared. But congratulations on you getting married. I think that's dope. That's fire. But like, I think you should like do some type of therapy to get over you being scared to live with your spouse. I mean, because it's just still like you still hurt from that. You know what I mean? I know it was 3 years ago. That seemed like a long time to you, but you taking that into your new marriage. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, and you know what's so crazy, Charlamagne? It's crazy because when I used to be with my ex-partner, we used to listen to like the Breakfast Club, and I always used to be like, oh my God, I do not like Charlamagne. I feel like he is so judgmental.
Yes.
And then he'll be like, why? That's his personality. But it's so crazy. It was my first time in a while listening to you guys. And I was just like, wow, like I have progressed. Because I used to ignore your whole morning show because of what I went through.
Well, I'm glad you healed, Mama.
Yeah.
I'm not judgmental. I just judge certain situations.
Very judgmental.
No. You're amazing. Let me tell you something. I heard your podcast with Mel Robbins. You are amazing. You're a very great speaker. So believe it or not, you're amazing. And I love you guys so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.
I love you too.
Have a good one. All right. Well, what's the moral of the story, if there's a moral?
Don't listen to unmarried people about marriage.
About marriage, yeah.
That's the moral of the story.
That is crazy.
I only want to talk to people who have done this successfully that are happily married.
But I guarantee you, Keke feels like that because of what she went through with her son's father. And I guarantee you that.
I feel like people say that until they find the right person.
Right, exactly.
When you
That's
find that right person, you want to be with that person 24/7, 365. That's the whole beauty of marriage.
Absolutely. Right. Some of us stay in relationships too long that's not good for us. We stay in it too long, and that's how you end up hurt. And just like what Keke said.
You was trying. You had it.
It's always the awkward sign.
You
was bringing it home then.
I thought you was bringing it home.
And you just stopped.
I thought you had it.
You just stopped.
I was just letting you bring dry.
You almost had it. You almost got there.
You almost got there. You gave up on yourself.
That's right.
And the chat says,
you gave up on yourself.
I'm trying.
I was like, okay, she got it.
And then y'all let her be silent too long.
All right, Mr. Breakfast Club, good morning. You got a positive note?
Yes, the positive note is simply take action without expecting a reward, okay? Do your best and take the action because you love it, not because you expect a reward. When you take action without expecting a reward, you enjoy every action and you can even receive greater rewards than you ever imagined. Have a blessed day.
Breakfast Club, bitches! Y'all finished or y'all done?
Woke up. Wake you up. Wake that ass up. Program your alarm to Power 105.1 on iHeartRadio.